Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will compare two cryptocurrencies, known as Solana and Avalanche, to find out which one is better. There are more than 10,000 cryptocurrencies that exist today. Among them, Solana and Avalanche are quite popular. Before we talk about the differences between them, here is a brief introduction to each of them. Solana refers to a form of cryptocurrency that exists online. The individual unit for this crypto platform is referred to as Sol. It operates on a computer network using a ledger known as a blockchain. This secure and fast blockchain offers an open infrastructure for global adaptation. On the other hand, Avalanche is a blockchain platform that focuses on eco-friendliness and low costs. Since the Ava Labs team came up with Avalanche in 2020, it has managed to ascend the crypto rankings and become more popular than others that have existed for longer. If you need an open, programmable platform that can help with decentralized finance applications, Avalanche could be an ideal choice. Both Solana and Avalanche have been making some major moves as Layer 1 blockchains. They are both legit and look quite promising. You may, however, be wondering which one you should choose. In this video, we will evaluate these Layer 1 blockchains across different aspects to figure out which one takes the trophy. Let's begin. Level of decentralization. Both Solana and Avalanche aim to function as crypto platforms for decentralized apps. Though most blockchain networks claim to be decentralized, they lack the metrics to back them up. Decentralization may not be that easy to measure, but it can be quantified using one metric known as the Nakamoto coefficient. This refers to the minimum number of validators that you have to compromise to take over your blockchain network. Using this metric, Avalanche scores at 27, while Solana scores at 19. Through the lens of this metric, it means that Avalanche is better than Solana. You can also look at decentralization by focusing on how hard it is to become a validator. In terms of minimum stake required, Avalanche requires 2,000 AVAX, while Solana requires nothing. When it comes to hardware requirements for the validator nodes, these two have somehow similar requirements in terms of clock speed and cores. Solana requires more RAM than Avalanche. In this category, the clear winner is Avalanche. This blockchain platform aims to sustain decentralization. It also launched a few months after Solana. Performance. This is also another crucial aspect that you should pay attention to before choosing either of them. Though Solana and Avalanche are both open-source platforms that can be used to launch dApps, they don't have the same performance. In terms of speed, Solana is capable of processing between 50,000 and 65,000 transactions per second. On the other hand, Avalanche can only process 45,000 transactions per second. When gauging the performance of these two, you should focus on the speed and the time to finality. Since Avalanche was launched, it's been aiming to achieve fast time to finality for different blockchain transactions. Time to finality is the time it takes for a crypto transaction to process and be considered irreversible. This is a crucial blockchain feature for financial applications. Time to finality varies across various blockchains. While Avalanche achieves finality in about 1 second, Solana achieves finality in about 12.5 seconds. In terms of performance, both Solana and Avalanche tie. User experience. When it comes to user experience, you should not only focus on speed and performance, you also have to look at things such as gas fees. If a more popular blockchain such as Ethereum was cheaper to use, no one would consider switching to other blockchains such as Solana or Avalanche. In terms of cost, Solana wins since it has very low fees that are close to zero. Avalanche is a proof-of-stake network that is compatible with an Ethereum virtual machine. Therefore, it gives developers a chance to port different decentralized apps from Ethereum. On the other hand, Solana is a proof-of-stake blockchain that is not Ethereum virtual machine compatible. Despite this, Solana has some good products that can boost user experience. For instance, it offers the Phantom Wallet. This is a good crypto wallet that makes it easy for you to receive, send, and store a token on the blockchain. It also offers a safe and secure way for you to interact with various blockchain-based apps from your web browser. Solana also has additional products that you'll like, such as the SolScan block explorers. When it comes to user experience, Solana wins. Tokenomics. Both Solana and Avalanche are cryptocurrencies with multiple uses. Before choosing either of these blockchains, you should also be aware of the difference in their native tokens. The native token serves as the main medium of exchange in the ecosystem. While Avalanche uses AVAX, Solana uses Sol. We'll focus on the token details to help you figure out which one is actually better. We will look at this beginning with the insider concentration. According to a certain trusty Masari chart, Solana insiders held 48% of their initial token supply. On the other hand, Avalanche insiders held 42%. At the moment, both tokens are quite concentrated, but this may change since both blockchains are still young. Solana has an inflation rate that begins at 8% and then decreases up to 1.5%. On the other hand, Avalanche has a max supply for their tokens. They began with half of the supply minted during the launch, while the other half was reserved for staking rewards. At least 60% of the Avalanche tokens are for staking opportunities. When a user makes a transaction, the amount is burned, increasing scarcity and thus value. AVAX has low yearly inflation. The supply cap for SOL is 489 million, while that of AVAX is 720 million. Though both AVAX and SOL are available on numerous popular exchanges, Solana has a slight edge since its native token is available on Binance iOS, while the native token of Avalanche is not. Note that blockchains such as Crypto.com offer both SOL and AVAX. AVAX makes use of a DAG protocol to gain a consensus, while SOL makes use of a hybrid consensus. It combines both proof of history and proof of stake. In this category, the native token of Avalanche, AVAX, wins due to their capped supply. Ecosystem. We can look at the ecosystem of both blockchains in terms of the total value locked. This refers to the number of assets staked in a particular protocol. When it comes to the total value locked in different D5 protocols, Solana has 9 billion, while Avalanche has 3.5 billion. When it comes to the number of dApps in the ecosystem, Avalanche has 321, while Solana has 338. Avalanche makes use of 3 blockchains to spread out most of its tasks, while Solana uses a single blockchain. This means that Solana is not interoperable, while Avalanche is. In determining which of the blockchains has a better ecosystem, you should look at the quantity of dApps and quality. Solana has a slight edge over Avalanche in this category due to their total value locked. Therefore, it wins in this category. Key figures. In comparing these two blockchains, it's also important to mention the key figures behind them. Dr. Eamon Gun Sarir founded Avalanche in 2019. He got assistance setting up the cryptocurrency platform from Cornell University, where he lectures. This founder has been in the blockchain space for a long time. He believes that the first sign of success in the crypto world will be when a stable coin becomes the leading digital currency and overtakes Bitcoin. Dr. Eamon Gun has unmatched technical prowess. This blockchain platform is also backed by top funds, including Polychain Capital and 3 Arrows Capital. On the other hand, Solana also has a strong team that consists of experts such as Anatoly Yakovenko and Raj Gokal. Before launching Avalanche, Anatoly developed operating systems at Qualcomm. He's also the expert behind the proof of history innovation. Apart from the technical skills of Anatoly, Solana is also backed by Alameda Research. The CEO of FTX, Sam Bankman, also supports Solana. Sam Bankman is an expert when it comes to execution. Having such support from such a genius has really helped Solana. Since all the key figures at both Solana and Avalanche have a lot of experience and expertise in the crypto world, these two blockchain platforms have become better than others within a short duration of time. In terms of key figures, both Solana and Avalanche tie. Overall popularity. Though both Solana and Avalanche are popular blockchain platforms in the crypto world, their level of popularity is not equal. If you search for Solana crypto on Google, you will get more results than if you were to search for Avalanche crypto. Solana also has more followers on social media platforms, such as Twitter, as compared to Avalanche. Solana also has more members than Avalanche, and it's hard to predict which is likely to outperform the other in the long run. Based on the different aspects that we have discussed above, Solana takes the trophy. That's it for today's video, guys. Which of the two would you like to check out first? Let us know in the comments section below. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.